Malaria genomics, I think, is the last frontier because it's like the highest resolution you would get working at the genomic level. My name is Eniyou Cheryll Oriero, and I'm based at the Medical Research Council Unit, the Gambia. I've always had a passion for molecular biology, and I started working on agricultural research. The opportunity to move to medical research was quite interesting for me, and I joined the malaria team. So since then, I've been working on malaria, though I started on malaria diagnostics. But yeah, over time, I've transitioned into malaria genomics. Malaria genomics, I think, is the last frontier because it's like the highest resolution you would get working at the genomic level. The impact it brings to the public health space is something that has, over time, has been interesting because it took a long time for us to know chloroquine was resistant and wasn't working on the parasites in the field. But now with the advances in the malaria genomic space, it's easy to see that impact of using genomics to answer public health questions. I get to work with the people at the health facilities, making them understand the importance, and also we interact with the participants as well, helping them to understand our research, what we're doing, and how it will make an impact in their lives. I'm also involved in the lab aspect, doing all the genomic sequencing and all of that. And then we also feed back these results to the National Malaria Control Program. So that's being involved in the entire process, from getting the samples in the field and then feeding back the results for use for policy or implementation strategies, that has really been tremendous. So I'm happy that I'm involved in the entire process. So I'm coming from a space where I'm interested in non-falciparum malaria, and not a lot of people are working on non-falciparum malaria, but there's been a lot that has been done on falciparum, Plasmodium falciparum. The idea that these two parasites exist together and we know so much about one, we don't know much about the others, is something that was a bit worrying to me. And then we're adding all these interventions. We're using bed nets, we're using drugs, we're using sprays, and now there's vaccines. Everything is coming on, and the whole focus is on the impact on Plasmodium falciparum. My thinking was that all of these interventions are adding different types of pressure on the parasites, not just on falciparum. So it's important that we have this synergistic approach to studying malaria, not just now, but as technology is advancing, we're getting more tools and resources to be able to understand malaria. So it's important to not just focus on what you are doing as a scientist, but getting other people involved, working together to make sure that we're going in the same direction towards elimination. It means a whole lot to me. I don't care what anybody says. This is my Nobel Prize. So I'm really excited and honored to be one of the first recipients of this award. The vision and the legacy that the late Professor Dominic started of getting people to work together in the same space for malaria genomics, I think that is something that has really been remarkable, and it's something that I would encourage everyone in this space to keep going, because there's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together with others. So I think that's the vision he had, of bringing a lot of people with different expertise to do something in the same space. And together, they're able to make much more progress, complementing each other's strengths and weaknesses. To the young people, the opportunities are everywhere. I would advise them to take advantage of opportunities that present themselves, and also to interact more as they define their ideas. They try to hone their ideas to think of what they want to really work on, what will be their passion or their interest. What keeps me going is baby steps. So you take those steps, surely you're making little progress and you're making an impact. I don't think we are at the stage, at least for non-falciparum malaria, I don't think we're at the stage where we would discover a giant breakthrough right now, but the little steps you take towards the contribution helps to make the picture clearer. So baby steps.